This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
The world needed a safer trampoline. Dr. Keith Alexander, inventor of the Spring-Free Trampoline, wanted to bring the joy of trampolining to his daughter. His wife said they were too dangerous, so he invented his own. Spring-Free Trampoline is the world's safest trampoline, with no springs or hard edges. Now, parents can have peace of mind that their kids are outside jumping safely. To learn more, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's an Odyssey station. And now I don't know if you know this, the Odyssey app is pretty awesome because we have these new Odyssey exclusive stations that are curated for listeners like you.
Yeah, you're a fan of Iron Maiden, I was going to say Iron Priest, but Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Motorhead,
Iron Priest.
The sounds of metal that influence the metal bands that you listen to today. You can listen to Masters of Metal, a very cool radio station now on
Judas
Odyssey.
Maiden.
Also, if you like to put your lighters in the air, we'll listen to Lighters in the Air, Power Ballads, and things like that.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, it's summer barbecues, road trips, working out, relaxing poolside. There is an Odyssey curated exclusive station for you. Just download the Odyssey app today. If you got the iPhones, if you got the Androids, you got the tablets, the computer-y things, whatever. AUDACY. That's Odyssey.
Let's play Beat Mix. It's time to play the game. Scream his name. Beat Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Mix. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Mix. And it's Thursday, so let's get cracking.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah, release that Kraken. Wherever you want to. Probably the ocean, or maybe a bathtub or something like that.
No, a hockey arena, thank you.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, release the Kraken on the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get to our contestant. We got Breezy in Tacoma. Breezy, are you there?
I'm here.
Excellent. Steve, get out of here. Down! For those playing at home, Breezy will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Breezy, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
On Friends, Joey and Chandler were often seen playing what tabletop game in their apartment?
Pass.
What is the dog's name and how the Grinch stole Christmas? Liv Tyler is the daughter of which famous musician?
Can you repeat that?
Liv Tyler is the daughter of which...
Steven Tyler.
Yes. Who played Ray Stantz in the 84 Ghostbusters?
Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Football coach Vince Lombardi died in what early 70s year?
71, 72, 73.
No. Joe Swanson is a character from which animated TV series?
Repeat?
Joe Swanson is a character from which animated TV series?
I don't know. Simpsons.
No.
Family Guy.
Yes, nice. Pamela Anderson's first television role was on what ABC show?
Babe. What is it? I don't know. Pass.
All right. Well, Breezy, you got 3 correct.
Breezy didn't take it so easy.
Easy breezy.
Yeah.
Mac and cheesy.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
Lemon squeezy did not happen for
Lemon
Breezy.
squeezy too. Yes, I love that one as well. Just all of the rhymes with Breezy over here.
Which, by the way, I don't know if you remember Army of the Dead. Boy, they covered that particular phrase in a very inappropriate, I almost don't know if that really should have been in the movie way. Yeah.
I did love that movie. That was actually a really fun movie.
Well, that's a Netflix movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said you really weren't a big Netflix movie watcher.
Well, that one's fine.
I have a random question for Breezy.
Okay.
I was wondering if your real name is Suzanne.
No, it's Breezy.
It actually is
Okay,
Breezy.
so a texter just said, is Breezy's real name
Yes.
Suzanne? So if you said yes, I was going to pretend that I knew you. And I was like, see, I knew it. I'm so smart. Then none of that worked out into my favor.
Not at all.
So your actual name is Breezy.
Yep.
That's-
My parents are big hippies.
That is so cool.
Nice.
Do you have a middle name like Summer?
I get
No,
it.
but my sister's name is Stormy.
Stormy Breezy?
No, it's not.
Are you sure your parents weren't, instead of hippies, they're meteorologists?
Is your little brother dumping?
Partly cloudy.
Jumping. Okay. Wow.
Steve, are you ready?
That is so cool. What a cool name.
That is cool.
Release the Kraken.
On Friends, Joey and Chandler are often seen playing what tabletop game in their apartment?
Foosball.
Yes. What's the dog's name and how the Grinch stole Christmas?
Fido.
No.
Spot.
No.
Lulu.
No.
Bubby?
No.
Bubby.
No. Liv Tyler is the daughter of which famous musician?
Steven Tyler.
Yes. Who played Ray Stantz in the 84 Ghostbusters?
Bill Murray.
No.
Dan Aykroyd.
Yes. Football coach Vince Lombardi died in what early 70s year?
71.
No.
70.
Yes. Joe Swanson is a character from what animated TV series?
Rick and Morty.
No.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
No.
Family Guy.
Yes.
No.
Pamela Anderson's first
Wow.
television role was on what ABC show?
Baywatch.
No.
Oh, Home Improvement.
Yes.
Right.
Which Latin word is used to express the meaning word for word?
B.I.B.
No.
Double da.
No.
Double da. Oh, baby boo.
Deja vu.
No.
Oh.
The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is a show on what streaming service?
Hulu.
No.
Oh,
1, 2, 3,
wow.
4, 5, 6. Correct. You win 6-3. Sorry, Breezy.
Yeah, sorry, Breeze. There
Thank
you
you
go.
guys for playing.
Oh, thank you for being breezy. She's
Yeah,
awesome.
nice and easy, Miss Breezy.
I mean, I wonder if the temperament of the children really is what gave them their names. Because Breezy seems really chill. If she's got a sister, Stormy, I wonder if she was a little fussy. If she was just a little rascal.
But if they name him right when the baby pops out, they won't know the temperament.
Sometimes you know, dude. Like Sarah, I knew. As soon as she came out, she gave me the stink eye. I knew she was going to be a problem child.
Stink Eye Sarah over there.
The first picture we have of Tatum is her giving us the finger.
Okay, I think we know what's going to happen.
I'm now nervous.
Yeah.
That'd be
That's
fantastic.
a Stormy. That's a little Stormy you got right there.
Does anybody know the dog's name and how the Grinch stole Christmas?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Do you?
Yes, it's Max.
It is. I just figured that'd just be a tough one that no one would get.
Well, depending on which Grinch you watch, there've been so many.
Oh, gosh,
and
there
I
have
think
been.
Max has been in all of them, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like he has, yeah.
Does anybody know the Latin word used to express the meaning word for word? Steve, also, by the way, I like the fact that you used French words.
Yeah. Why do I feel like I know this, but does Vicky know this? I feel like she does.
No.
Oh, she doesn't.
I feel like once you say it, it's gonna be like it's gonna be
it
one
is.
of those. Oh, of course.
Yeah, you are. It's verbatim.
Yes.
Oh,
Verbatim.
Yeah.
Word
Yeah.
for word.
Yes, sir.
And then, BJ, I know you know this one because you've watched the show, and the marvelous Mrs. Maisel is on what streaming service?
Well, sir, I actually have not watched this show. I just know the actress, who plays it.
I thought you had seen it.
No, I hear it's a good show, but
It's
I just
amazing.
my
we binged
wife
all 3 seasons.
My wife tried to watch it and didn't like it, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. But what's her the actress that plays her? It's on Netflix, by the way.
No, it's not on Netflix.
It's on Prime.
Like I said, it's on Amazon Prime, by the way.
know it all. You know nothing.
Well, I would have said those two before Hulu, genius.
I figured that he knows I'm at war with Hulu, so I thought he was trolling me.
Oh, okay, fair enough. And by the way, is that the last one we got right? Because I feel like we should give a happy birthday for Steve's benefit.
Why?
Well, because I would assume that's why you have Dan Aykroyd in the question. Isn't it his birthday today?
Yes, it is.
Ah, and it's a perfect birthday for Steve.
Why's that?
He's 69.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that it was actually his 69th birthday.
Oh yeah, one of our Twitter folks alerted me to that one. That's why I was like so proud of you, Red. But you didn't even realize that's why you did it.
Oh, no, and it's Pam Anderson's birthday. Look at this.
Oh, hey, maybe you found a secret to some of the questions.
So somebody else is obviously writing these questions and doing a great job for Rev. That's a fact.
No, I just look up celebrity birthdays for the day.
And then Harry's birthday, who was a question earlier today.
Yeah,
which I think is on to you.
Well,
Pamela Anderson's
good.
Birthday.
Yeah.
Missy,
see, that's...
Oh, you didn't do Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do Missy Elliott. I couldn't figure a good question for Missy Elliott.
And you didn't do Jerome Iginla. He's a former NHL player.
I'm not going to do a hockey player.
Yeah.
You're going to know that one.
Fair.
So that's a clue for all of you Beat Migs wannabes is that, check the celebrity birthday things. That might be an answer to one of the questions.
Quite possibly.
Liv Tyler's birthday's today as well.
Oh, my gosh. There we go.
Sometimes I dig in that well a little deep.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with that.
And
I really don't.
I won't. Oh, Princess Diana, like you did, yeah.
Princess Diana.
I won't ever remember to go check celebrity birthdays in the morning to get an upper hand. Although now the listeners can also do that.
Absolutely,
exactly. Oh yeah.
I know Steve's not going to put any research into
Zero.
it, so yeah, it works out for me. And it still
if that was the case, I'd be watching Jeopardy.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm glad you don't, and you really don't need to because you still won. So congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, you cheater. Checking out the birthdays every day like that.
It's just today. That is hilarious. There's like 5 questions based off of that.
And how about he didn't even know? Like, he would say, hey, Dan Aykroyd, why? What's that a big deal about? It's like, because it's his... Okay, you did the question. It is time for Listeners on the Loose. You, sir, you, ma'am, you pick the topic. You guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. Also, text us at 77999. Whatever you want to talk about, we got your calls, we got your texts. We'll do those at 917. Make that 919 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose, brought to you by Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. Whatever it is you want to talk about, make sure you follow Steve's rule.
And that's to show some energy and bring it, BJ. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Get a lot of text messages from people wondering if I saw that Pearl Jam has Funko Pops now, guys.
Dude.
I did.
Oh,
see
really?
That. Yes, they just announced it. Pearl Jam just put on their 10 Club for a pre-order, and it's the entire set. So it's like one big box of all 5 members of Pearl Jam. And you can see the box set up like right there, which is pretty cool looking.
Oh, that's very cool.
So my buddy Craig Proper, he's a fellow Pearl Jam fan. We've seen Pearl Jam together. He texted me a picture of like Pearl Jam's like thing. And I'm like, oh, I might have to get that. A minute later, I'm like, I'm ordering that. 10 seconds later,
boy.
Just ordered it. So
Yeah.
it was an impulse thing, but I see they get you with the limited edition thing. So I'm like, well, I better make this decision now.
Here's the problem, though. Are
What's
you
that?
going to take them out of the box like the other Funko Pops that you have?
I like the way that they look in the box, so I actually thought that. I'm like, I'm going to keep those in the box.
Wow, then you're really becoming a collector. You're becoming a geek.
Well, dude, I already said I'm not going to get any more Funko Pops, and then, of course, this happens.
That's how they get you.
And then I put it up on my Instagram story, forgetting that my wife, sees my Instagram story. So
oh, no.
She's like, did you really order a $50 toy for yourself?
Yep.
To my response was, yeah, it's limited edition. And it's a pre-order, so it'll probably show up around my birthday. I just made your job easier.
Oh,
you'd be like,
look at that.
I was going to say, it's a collector's item. You got to get it.
And then she's like, well, where are these dolls? Of course, they're figures, but she's like, where are these dolls going to go?
Action figures.
And I said, above the fireplace, of course.
Of course, right on the mantle. I mean, that's where they're supposed to go.
Right. It's pretty cool because it's like it looks like around the time of when like they first started era of Pearl Jam, like a younger version of Pearl Jam. And I was looking, I'm like, that's interesting. And I get it because it's Pearl Jam and like their current member is Matt Cameron, their drummer. But I was like, oh, he wasn't a member of the band though back when they looked the way that they look in this Funko Pop edition.
Oh, that is interesting, isn't it? Boy, that had to be an interesting conversation because, that had to come up. Right? Like how are we going to, yeah, it's today's Pearl Jam. It's today's lineup, but you're right, Steve. That looks very much like they used to back in the day.
Oh, it's definitely old school with how their hair looks and all that kind of stuff. What I love is on their Facebook, they posted it and somebody wrote, if it's that era, why no Dave Abruzzese? And Dave Abruzzese responds and he just writes,
really?
Yeah, he's active on Facebook. And he responds, he goes, right? With a bunch of smiling emojis. I think he's having fun with it as well. He probably doesn't, end of the day, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
There are some people that are like legit butthurt about it. I'm like, well, I get it. It's the current Pearl Jam are putting this out. They probably want the current members in there.
Here's the reason why I'd be butthurt about it. Because I would love to have a Funko Pop of me. And, some people are just like that. It's like, no, you know what? The band's doing what they're doing. I'm happy with my life. But then you go, wait, I could have had a Funko Pop made of me. I'm not saying this is Dave, but this would have been me. If I were in Dave's shoes, I'd be like, come on. I want a Funko Pop of me.
I like that one person just said, you know what? Why not just release the 4 members of Pearl Jam as one box, and then all the all the drummers of Pearl Jam as another box, and it's about the same size? Because
it's like the Spinal Tap edition.
So So here's what I want to know, Steve. You know a lot about Matt Cameron. Does that look like Matt Cameron around the same time?
Yeah, it looks like a young Matt Cameron.
Okay,
and that's he had long. He went through different phases of hair, so it looks about. It definitely looks like a young Matt Cameron. But it's just a Funko Pop. It looks like Funko Matt Cameron. Yeah,
just like clothing or whatever. Because they've got it. They've got it down to the era for the rest of the dudes.
Oh yeah, the Jeff one, the bassist, looks pretty damn awesome.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool though. I'm not gonna get I don't understand why people are getting so worked up over it. It's just it's
people
fun.
Wait, you don't know why people are getting worked up on the internet?
Okay, the internet.
I'm sorry, sir.
But I guess this is part of their Pop-A-Palooza that they're doing right now, where they're just releasing all these different musicians and different things this year. I think Rev, there's a one that's right up your alley. Is it Orgy?
No, it's not Orgy, but it's very close. It's actually a Jonathan Davis Funko Pop. So Jonathan Davis from Korn. And it was funny because I came in and I was telling you about that, Steve, right as you were showing me the Pearl Jam set. And I was like, oh, they are knocking it out of the park with some of these.
Yeah.
I'd say that Funko, man. And I still have yet. I got to go up and visit their location.
You would love it. They have a Batmobile in there.
I know. My friend Josh has got to take me there one day.
Yeah, Josh.
Instead of playing,
do it.
Instead of playing, because he lives in Everett. Instead of going to his house and playing board games, one day we got to at least before we play board games go visit Funko.
Yeah, Josh, stop being so selfish.
I know. Josh. He is a very selfish man. I'm glad you bring that up, Steve. Yeah. So, but one day it'll happen. I will visit the land of Funko. See, the other reason I don't want to go there is I know I'll buy something. And I really, I prided myself on not buying anything. I bought I haven't bought any Funkos for myself. I have them, but everyone has always bought me one. And so I've been proud of that fact.
It's a silly addiction, but like even one texter says, Steve, don't worry about the size of your Funko collection. Mine's sitting at 816 figures and growing.
Wow.
See, that's what I don't want to become, and I could easily become that.
Totally.
Right. She's like, that one's kind of cool. All right, I'm done after this one. And then something awesome happens.
And it doesn't help that they have all the different lands in the Funko in Everett. So you have like your DC land with all your Batman stuff. And then you have Harry Potter land area. You have the Star Wars area, the Disney Princess area, the Marvel area. We got Spider-Man fighting the Goblin, Green Goblin. Oh, it is so cool. They have an anime area.
I can't go there.
They even have a chimichanga truck for Deadpool.
Okay, I see. I don't want to go there.
You're gonna
I do want to go there, and I don't want to go there. And they make board games too. I don't want to go there.
They're going to get you, buddy.
I know. Oh.
Got a nice text from one of our listeners that today is my daughter's last day of radiation. At 6 months old, Brooklyn was diagnosed with a brain tumor. She's now 15 months old, and we're finally done with treatment. We live an hour and a half north in Custer, and we listen to your station every day when we come down to Seattle.
Oh, wow, that's great news.
Awesome
news. That's great news. How old's the little one, Steve, did they say?
15 months old.
15 months old, man. Wow.
Give it out a shout.
I mean, man,
just thinking about it. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, I'm happy that we could be here as you take your trip, and lots of love, lots of healing for little Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Great name, by the way, huh?
Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's a great name.
I mean, I know a lot of people who've named their kids Brooklyn.
One of my favorite actors. Actress got a great name, and I love her. She's in Grace and Frankie. Brooklyn Decker, I believe, is if I'm thinking of the right person. Love her in Grace and Frankie. She plays one of the daughters. Pretty sure that's who I'm thinking about.
Yes.
But if not, well, it wouldn't be the first time I made a mistake. Was I right, Vic?
Yep, you're right. Yeah.
Woo! Yep. Look at me, remembering people.
She's the daughter with all the kids.
Is she? Yep. I thought she was the daughter that has no kids in Grace and Frankie.
June Diane Raphael.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, Brooklyn, you're the wrong person I'm thinking of. I thought she was the one running the company. My bad.
Nope. And that one, what's her face? June, she's married to Paul Scheer.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Oh, I've always thought that was Brooklyn Decker.
Nope.
Oh, I so suck. So I did get her name wrong because I thought I was going to say, I know she's married to somebody I know, too.
You were so close.
I was so close. I thought I had it. Well, I mean, look, Brooklyn Decker's cool, too. Okay, I'm not going to put her down. All right. Well, anyway. Yeah, happy birthday, everybody. And happy healing. All right, you pick the topic, you guide the show. It is Listeners on the Loose. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. More of your calls and more of your texts at 933 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Want to create a lifetime of memories this spring? Do you remember the joy of jumping as a child? If only there was a way your own kids could experience that same joy safely. Spring Free Trampoline has been engineered to eliminate 90% of product-related injuries. The Spring Free design boasts no springs and a flexible enclosure and proudly offers a 10-year warranty. That's peace of mind. Lock in your ultimate backyard safe space before summer arrives. Visit springfreetrampoline.com.
New on Curiosity Stream. Are we close to building machines that are almost human? And can new technology give us superpowers? Find out on Super Sapiens. And in 1919, a British composer wrote the longest and most complex symphony in history. Conductors tried to perform it, but failed, declaring it cursed. Now a group of musicians will attempt the impossible, if they dare, on Curse of the Gothic Symphony. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Someone just said, hey, guys, my boss just went to get us some breakfast, and I know he's listening. Can you tell him to not forget the ketchup? From Isaac. LOL. Have a great day. He loves the show and listens all day.
All right, boss man.
Boss, don't forget the ketchup.
Don't forget the ketchup, Mr. Unnamed Boss.
And get an extra sandwich just in case.
You know what? We got to really you got to say his name, though, so the guy really gets to be a star on the show, though. I'd be like,
I don't have his name. I just have Isaac's name. So
I was
someone's
sort of
a boss of Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac, come on. Figure it out, buddy. All right. Well, anyway, congratulations, ketchup, man.
Well, I mean, what are the odds there's more than one boss out there going to get a breakfast that involves ketchup with a guy named Isaac and they listen to the show?
Right? Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Get the ketchup, man.
Yeah,
you don't want to disappoint your coworkers.
Don't skimp on the ketchup. You should
get her done
anyway.
Yeah, it's so true. You can never have enough ketchup.
Someone, guy by the name of Some Call Me Dan, he tweeted at us earlier and said, please tell me the guys have seen the clip of the guy singing as Cartman doing the song Take On Me. Now, we've seen that guy. He's a TikTok guy.
Yeah.
We've seen him he did Linkin Park as Cartman, and that was pretty awesome. And I think we listened to a couple of other ones of his songs, but I guess this is now his thing. Like, he just does Cartman covers.
Yeah. Did we not hear this before, or did I just hear it on my own? I could have sworn we played this, but maybe I just played it myself.
You might have played it yourself. Well, that's weird. You might have played this track yourself because the guy tweeted at us.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Very well then. Well, let's let everybody else hear it.
I haven't heard this. Oh my God.
This guy is great. I like this acoustic guitar version of the song.
Dude, I'd listen to a whole record of that. Guy needs to get into a studio and do a version of, like, just do Cartman sing. I feel like the South Park guys would let him do it. Yeah. If they didn't, they should.
Yeah. I mean, they could make some cash off of this guy putting out music like that. You're right.
I
Why
know we
not?
said it before, but I say it again. If I had that ability like he does, I would just show up to random open mics and just go up there because he looks like a dude that's just going to like, he's got the big old beard. He looks just like a stoner rock dude. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden he just kicks out these songs as Cartman. It's amazing.
Yeah, he does a great job.
But I can't sing like that. I can't sing
you
at
can't?
all. And we got a text message, and I know you guys already know this. I'm hesitant to read this text because it means we have to then play it. But this guy said, I heard Mig singing on the Megacast. That was some great high notes, LOL.
What were you doing singing on the Megacast? You can't sing.
I can't sing, but what I do. You know, Tatum likes to read, or she likes those books that you hit a button and the music plays and you sing along. Kind of a thing. I don't know. There's these random books that have like all these little buttons, and we have one right now. It's for Frozen 2. There's
okay.
And so more often than not, she goes to the bookshelf, she'll grab it, and then she'll like back up and sit on your lap, like if you're sitting on the ground, and then just start saying please, and that's her way of saying please. Like
okay.
So then she wants you to read it, and so. She'll say it a bunch of times. So I was singing this song from Frozen to the point where I almost know all the lyrics. My wife likes to record these things because she thinks it's cute. So she'll like kind of peer around or like put her phone with the record mode on and then text it to me to be like busted. So
okay.
I shared it with Ted yesterday, and I guess I could share it with you guys.
Okay.
It's me trying to sing Frozen. You're not a voice. You're just a ringing in my ear, and if I saw you, which I don't, unspoken for I fear. Everyone I ever loved is here within these walls. I'm sorry, secret siren, but I'm blocking out your calls. I've had my adventure. I don't need something new. I think it's just listen as I follow you into the unknown.
Oh, hey.
Into the unknown. Into the unknown. Whoa. Are you out there? Can you hear me? Can you feel me? Can you show me? Am I the best singer you've ever met?
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready to give up the launch codes. Please, no more.
Yeah.
No, that's adorable.
Was it though? I mean,
I don't know. I think it just needs more bass.
Oh, does it? Yeah, that's what it needs.
I can't wait for you to sing "Let It Go."
Yeah.
We don't have that book, thankfully.
Oh, I'm buying that book.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's really easy just to ship that to your place, man.
Yep,
that's
on
the big
Amazon
hit.
right now.
We just moved.
Do Adina Menzel. Do her proud, Steve. Do Let It Go. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so I said their dogs are howling right now.
Yeah.
Another text says my dog is howling.
Yeah, dog's like, please play fireworks instead, will you? I mean, come on.
So he said, don't worry, Migs, because of my daughter, I'm able to sing along with that.
Oh, yeah. But we didn't have those books when the kids were growing up, and I'm very happy about that.
Some of those books are cool because it's like animal sounds. So it'll be like, yo, you hit a button and a lion goes, rawr.
I love that.
I like those.
Yeah, you can do those.
I like the Trolls one because they just go, kind of thing. But they have Frozen one. And of course, that's her favorite one.
Oh, of course it is. Because of your singing, I'm sure.
Totally.
Yeah.
So I said, your poor dog.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Neighbors, dog. Anybody.
She's clapping and she's like smiling and doing the snap thing.
Yeah, I think she's trolling you. I think she knows how bad you're singing. Goes,
you think she's in cahoots with mom?
Oh, definitely. Like they know what's up. They say that when you start suspecting that your kids are taking advantage of you, they've been doing it for almost a year before then. So I'm not surprised.
So
I didn't know she could kind of say words. That's kind of cool.
She could say, she says mommy, daddy. She says Bubby for Lulu because that's her nickname. Says please, ow. Like all the.
Oh, please, ow.
Please. Then ow.
Oh.
Then ooh. That's my favorite.
Ooh, okay. Very good.
Then uh-oh. Because she'll like purposely drop something and then go, uh-oh. And I'm like, that's not how it works there, buddy.
So she's what, about 10, 15 words short of your entire vocabulary?
Yes.
She's getting there.
Pretty much.
She's doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No problem.
So it's like my dog started barking when Steve tried to hit those high notes.
Yeah, well, yeah. It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Oh, good question right here. You got to pick what, because it's going back to Adam Sandler doing serious movies. What's the favorite movie that you've seen that a serious movie from a comedy actor? Mine would have to be The Number 24 from Jim Carrey.
The Number 20. I don't think I've seen that.
I think that was a horror movie or something like that.
Yeah, it was like, and it was basically everything revolved around The Number 24.
Yeah, I like Spotless Mind, Eternal Sunshine. It was trippy as all hell, but I liked him in that.
That's funny that this is not a topic about the serious movies that Jim Carrey was in, but I also think about Jim Carrey with Man on the Moon. I know there's comedic moments.
That's a good one, too. Yeah,
but that's not a comedy.
Right. That's a good one. You're right.
One that isn't Jim Carrey for me is Robin Williams in 1 Hour Photo.
Oh.
It is super, super creepy, but he does it really well.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, you're right. That's a good one. Right. Yeah, Robin Williams did a bunch of them, though, really. You know, Good Will Hunting. I mean, there's so many movies that he was in.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
You know, all that.
What about Michael Keaton as Batman?
Is that a serious movie?
Well, is he a comedic actor?
Yeah, Mr. Mom.
Mr. Mom, Gung Ho.
Yeah.
Mr. Mom.
And Gung Ho. I don't know what it qualifies to be a comedic actor, but I mean, Tom Hanks started as a comedic actor.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess in a way you could say almost everything he's done. But somebody who's really known for comedy, Will Ferrell did a movie with Emma Thompson, the British actress. I can't remember what the name of it is. It was really slow, but I really liked his performance in it. I can't remember what it was. Something about writing or a writer or something. And
Steve Carell's done some stuff, too.
Stranger Than Fiction is the one you're thinking of.
Yes, that's the one. And Steve Carell is a perfect example, Steve. He's done some good stuff where it wasn't comedy. Yeah.
Foxcatcher, I think, won an Oscar, was up for an Oscar, something like that. It's not a movie I think any of us would see.
Oh, and
I think we saw it, Foxcatcher. Which one was? Where did he play the weird guy that was the wrestling guy?
Foxcatcher.
Oh yeah, that was him. I saw that movie. It was great.
Someone said a lot of people were texting. It's called The Number 23, not Number 24.
That's why. All I kept thinking of was Willie Mays. That's all I could think of. I was like 24. I don't know. All right.
I was thinking Jack Bauer, so I didn't know.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, he's another guy that does great comedy and did a great serious one. All right. Yeah.
Dane Cook and Mr. Brooks. Dude, absolutely.
I love that movie because Dane Cook gets gacked in it. It's great.
That's a good movie.
It is a good movie. It's a decent movie.
But not because of him.
That is
totally because of him. He wasn't in the movie.
He wasn't horrible in the movie, but yeah, he wasn't the main star though.
Oh, I liked him.
All right. Well, listen, I didn't say you shouldn't. I'm trying to think of anybody else.
Robin Williams in Insomnia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one too.
Michael Keaton, dude, don't forget, he did Johnny Dangerously. Yeah, he was a comedic actor.
I don't remember a whole lot of his comedic movies, apparently, that outweigh everything else he's done. But okay,
I believe
I'll give it to him.
Before Batman, all he was a comedic actor. And then Batman came out, and I know now looking back on it, it's a little hokey. But at the time, that was But
he played it straight. He wasn't doing any comedy in that movie.
Right. There's comedic moments, but for the most part, that was meant to be a dark movie.
Yeah, Beetlejuice, he was pretty comedic in that.
100%.
All right. Yeah.
So it said Michael Keaton started as a stand-up comedian.
What? He did? Wow, I really just don't have that image of him. That's amazing. I mean, that's the thing I learned today. I did not realize that.
I didn't know he did stand-up, but I knew he was in all these comedic films.
Makes sense if he did stand-up, then that he would go right into comedy. Okay, comedy movies. Wow. I would like to see some of his stand-up. Damn. I never knew that about him. That's insane, because I was following comedy back in the day. That went right over my head.
I can't even, there's some, Vicky found some video of him back in the day doing stand-up.
Damn. All right, Michael. Damn. How did I not know this?
Well, dude, you're not supposed to know everything.
I feel like I should, though. You know what I mean? This was my generation. He was probably a stand-up comedy in the 80s. Wow.
It looks like it's in the 80s.
A stand-up comic,
He's dressed like he's straight out of the 80s.
How did I miss that? All right, well, I did. What am I going to do? I missed it. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Look at some of the other text messages we got. Somebody said, I once cut down earlier we were talking about that audio of the guy cut down a tree and it crashed on his own house.
Oh, that was epic.
I cut down a small tree once. It fell the wrong way into my neighbor's driveway, barely missing his car. He just laughed as I almost had a heart attack from Lakewood Larry.
I would not be laughing. Oh, and if especially it was Lakewood Larry, I would, oh, jeez. First of all, if Lakewood Larry was my neighbor, I would move.
Well, because that kind of Lakewood, so that would be
because
great
that kind of stupid stuff would happen from Lakewood Larry. Of course, he would cut down a tree and almost hit my car.
I feel like Lakewood Larry would be a lot of fun.
Okay, that's right. Your definition of fun is idiot. Okay, fine.
All right, we got a question. Someone needs some advice.
Okay.
All right, they say, my siblings and I are throwing a surprise anniversary party for our parents. We invited their families and friends and looking forward to the event. But I just looked at the RSVP list and I realized that, well, we invited a couple that we shouldn't have. My wife is an old friend of the wife is an old friend of my mom's, but recently had a big falling out and things are kind of ugly. I somehow missed it when I approved the list. They said that they're coming, but I think it's going to ruin a nice event and greatly upset both of my parents. What should I do?
Well, that's interesting that they said they were coming. You call them up on the phone and say, you know what? I hear you guys are fighting. You're disinvited. That's what you got to do.
Just straight up.
You have to. I mean, you just can't
say, hey, we changed the date or we changed the venue, and then they go to a different venue, and then you tell your parents that you suckered them.
All right. Well, I mean, you know what? There you go. They'll know you know what, kid? You did good by me.
Yeah.
Best anniversary present ever.
Nice.
Yeah. I feel like, you have to be direct these days. I'm really just wanting to be direct these days. I'm done with tact. I really am.
Well, especially with something like that. It's your parents' anniversary party. Do not bring anyone into that situation that your parents don't like. It's their day.
Exactly. And I can appreciate you made a mistake, so no one's going to be mad at you for it. And if they're halfway decent, I mean...
They'll understand, you'd hope.
And if they're not understanding, then they're idiots and you should have disinvited them, right? I mean, seriously.
Right. If they understand, awesome. If they don't, F them.
Yeah, I don't want to...
They don't get along.
Yeah, I don't want to be at a party that, you don't think I should be at. I mean, I could get butthurt, but at the end of the day, if it's not a party for me, I should really go, wait, what's the goal? The goal is the other people. All right, let me think of them and not be there. I mean, that's just a decent thing to do. So there you go.
And if you want, I could go over to their place and make them feel better, and I'll sing them the Frozen soundtrack.
Yay.
Steve, he didn't say he wanted to torture the poor people.
Okay, I mean,
just invite them.
Check
Steve.
with the parents. Maybe the parents want them tortured.
I feel like what you do is like war crimes. Honest to God, if the Geneva Convention ever heard that audio, I just feel like, over half of the people say that a certain food item can get them through the whole day. What is it? I'll tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Well, more than half of people say that chocolate alone can get them through a bad day without losing it. And
I was going to go mental, but then I had a Snickers.
Dude, it's amazing. I mean, it's like those commercials I thought were just like a silly, little commercials that try to sell their candy bars. Turns out there may be something to it. More than 7 in 10 people agree that, it lifts their mood in general to have chocolate.
Where did McFlurry go on this list?
Is there chocolate in there?
Oreo McFlurry.
All right, then. Okay.
Or you get crazy, BJ, and go, because someone even suggested crumble cookies would be their thing. I don't know if you saw their sandwich, the Mallow sandwich featuring Oreos. Got like a marshmallow in the middle.
Oh, man,
it's like a giant Oreo cookie.
Whoa. Oreo cookie.
And it features Oreos in it.
Okay, that's like Inception right there.
That's like, they might as well just call that the BJ.
Yeah. All right, why not? It's at least one that we can talk about on the radio. Oh, man. Ryan Castle, he's up next. He's got your 12-pack.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
Please welcome to the show, Alec Baldwin.
Are you guys in a nice air-conditioned space, I hope? I mean, like a lot of people when there's extreme weather, it's the animals that I really, really worry about.
That was a big part of why I got air conditioning in my house. It was I have a dog, and I was just like, I don't feel right, like, leaving her in the hot house.
Right. My daughter posted a picture in her house in Portland of her dog lying on the floor, and she took all the frozen peas out of the refrigerator and put the frozen food on top of the dog.
That's awesome.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I have a mountain of credit card bills and consumer debt. Can I still keep my house if I file bankruptcy?
Yes, you almost always can keep your home and your house, your car in a bankruptcy. Depending on what type of bankruptcy you file, would depend on whether or not, for example, you can keep your vehicles if you have payments on them still. You can almost always keep your home if you're current on the payments on your home, even in full bankruptcy. in Chapter 13. You can also keep those items. If you're behind on your house, you could catch your house payments up in a Chapter 13, take off a second mortgage in a Chapter 13. So keeping your primary assets like a home and car is almost always possible in bankruptcy.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Want to create a lifetime of memories this spring? Do you remember the joy of jumping as a child? If only there was a way your own kids could experience that same joy safely. Spring Free Trampoline has been engineered to eliminate 90% of product-related injuries. The Spring Free design boasts no springs and a flexible enclosure and proudly offers a 10-year warranty. That's peace of mind. Lock in your ultimate backyard safe space before summer arrives. Visit springfreetrampoline.com.